every day goes, every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you show.
So actually I haven't picked up the camera yet this week, but it's Friday, just come up to 5 now, and I've got 2 back-to-back client calls, with the second being very interesting. The second is a conversation or a discussion about me actually coming to work internally inside of the agency and potentially like a CTO position, which is super cool because the systems that we've built now is like the agency is 85% automated in fulfillment. So awesome, a super scalable solution. So yeah, there's that, and then gonna do a bit more work this evening on Tool Call AI and the client acquisition system there. And then tomorrow I'm actually going to the UK startup show in London, so that's going to be great to listen to some great speakers and then also network with great individuals as well. So yeah, very busy weekend ahead, but it's going to be good. Let's get into it.
It's all downhill from here. In the wake of a hurricane, dark skin of a summer shade, nosedive in the floodlines, tall tower, milk crate.
And then anything up from the agency making $6K per month, which would be your $3K, anything on top of that, we could drop to the original agreement of 15% to add that on top of the $3K. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I mean, I'm seeing the potential right now with like the manual side, and so I can't wait until like that's cleaner.
Yeah.
And then, you know, everything is just fucking flowing. Because, I mean, we need 20 coaches to run ads on the manual side, and we're at 50K a month.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Does this mean that since we're officially partners, that I get to come visit you in London?
Oh yeah, no, business trip, all paid for.
It's all downhill from here. Real life, about how it was.
So I actually haven't picked back up the camera for a matter of days. I went to the UK startup show on Saturday, which was amazing. Met loads of new people, and yeah, I got to listen to some great speakers at the same time. But since then I've literally just been sat at my desk working, you know, like 12 hours a day. Today was a 13-hour work day. It's just coming up to 1 AM now. But yeah, some great news just came in. I actually got appointed a CTO position at an agency, and I've already been working for them as a client as such, doing lots of bits, streamlining different processes. But you know, the contract literally just got signed like a matter of minutes ago, so I just thought I'd pick back up the camera, and now was an appropriate time to do so. But I've been getting little snippets throughout the days, but yeah, awesome really, especially as that deal is about like a contract size is about 30,000 USD, so it's awesome to see, especially it's over a 6-month period. So yeah, really good to sort of get some healthy retainer in the door, as well as some profit share basis, which is performance. So yeah, awesome really. But yeah, just about to clock out and then get up around 8:30, and then yeah, do it all again.
Or we could even partner up. I also, what we do is, like, aside from this, like the agency wise, I own about 6 or 7 software companies.
Okay.
So like a private equity firm.
Wow.
Pretty much a VC firm.
Nice.
And I mean, we've built and scaled SaaS. I work with the YC founder. His name's Nick Cota, very closely.
Wow.
Very established guy.
He's doing that and the mix of that, and then Python as well, and then automating loads of stuff. But it's going to be like a very good software solution that's like currently we're the only one on the market for it.
I'm willing to go both sides. If there's something that I can bring to you in the States, whether it's connections, whether it's people that have been in a specific position that you kind of want to get to, especially specifically Y Combinator, we can get you there. And then aside, maybe even having you US clientele, and then we can maybe be the opposite, where it's just like, if you guys need customers, I can reach out to these guys in the States that already have, you know, like they're huge brokers that work with these large established VC firms.
If there's anything specific you guys need with the sales process, just shoot anything and I can help you out. Like, you know, I won't be billing anything for like that, you know.
Definitely. I mean, bro, like I have Daniel Dalen's number. I work with Daniel in January. So
really?
like, yeah. I worked with Dan for about 6 months, so I'm very close with Ruben. So I mean, if you need anything, bro, just let me know.
So I actually wanted to break down a bit more about the fulfillment process that I've brought into the agency. I've just picked up the internal position inside of, and yeah, make it as seamless as possible, because basically the aim with it is to make it as scalable as possible, so that if we onboard a client, we're not limited to the amount, and we can literally be onboarding a client a day and not have to be limited by the scalability of our offer. So yeah, let me dive straight into it. So basically from the sales call, that's a different system, the client acquisition system. But as soon as that payment's ready, the sales rep sends them that payment link. As soon as it's been paid, they're basically redirected straight to the onboarding funnel, and then they go through that. They complete the onboarding form, which automatically updates client details for internal records. E.g., we have a spreadsheet and just has all client details, their social links, their emails, their address, and all sorts of stuff, so we can keep the internal records up to date. Then it auto updates and creates a sub account for them using our template. It's very, very scalable. We've already built that out, so each client that onboards just automatically gets a sample of that. And yeah, it's really, really simple. And then they're automatically sent login details for that via email as well. Then they're automatically sent the contract to sign. And then once it's all been signed, it automatically downloads and then stores it for internal records again and links it back to that original record. Then going in, it also sends them a welcome email and also the agency dashboard login details so they can log in. Now, it also then grants them access to the WAP and access and sends them the login details. This allows them to basically view all educational material and the onboarding steps that they need to sort of do to get started with the agency dashboard. Within this, then, as soon as they actually onboard, they're also invited to the community to network with our other clients because it's a very niche down audience that we're currently targeting. And, you know, we're basically trying to create a network where people can ask each other questions and sort of be a support network more than anything. But also, it's great because they're all in the same position, all in the same boat, trying to build the same things with the same system. So, trying to give them a space to do that as well. And I'll come back onto this in a minute. Then once they've got access to all those educational resources and materials, then they complete the onboarding steps. And then once they've completed those steps, they're then prompted to book an onboarding call. This is all automated. The stuff in red is stuff that's actually manual processes. So we've got the client success manager actually has to take an onboarding call. That's one of the only things that really needs to be done. And then as soon as the call is sort of complete, it auto records that call and then sends it and uploads it for the rest of the team to view and catch up on, so they're all updated and kept in the loop with different stuff that happens. We're also working on potentially sending across a call summary as well to each individual team member via text, just a 10-line just summary with some bullet points of what they went over. Now, once that all happens, the client just completes all actionable steps from inside that material again, inside the WAP, and ensures that basically their agency dashboard is up to date and they're ready to sort of hit launch and get going really. That includes, you know, if they've built out that, we've got a funnel, a really high converting funnel built out for them. It's about customizing that, adding images, and then it's about, you know, applying for A2P, which is the phone compliance, so we can start sending SMS to their potential leads, and just a few nitty-gritty tasks, as well as, you know, filming VSLs and all the good stuff. Once that's all good to go, they give us the trigger, and then we plug in the VAs into their system of virtual assistants. We then auto assign the virtual assistants to the specific contacts. So when a contact comes in, it pings the VA to sort of take over in the DMs and message them, ensure that they book in a call. And then from there, we basically automatically be booking 10 to 15 calls with the help from that VAs for clients on a weekly basis. Within that, then it also automatically sends weekly reports to track all of this as the agency takes a fee per qualified book call that turns up. So yeah, it's a very good way to track everything. Everything's automated on that side. All we need to ensure that the VAs are doing their work. And then from there, the client success manager takes a weekly Q&A call / client support call within that WAP and that networking group that we have with all the clients, so that all questions can be answered. People can have their problems solved, and if they have any burning questions, they can just get them answered. Basically, the aim is there just to continue this process. It's a proven system that's already worked, generated, taking clients to way, like, you know, vast different amounts of income, but, you know, around 10, or there's even clients on 20K a month currently. So just scaling each client up to that and building the trust ultimately, and they're ready to upsell them because we have a much higher tier package where we bring in, get them started with an ad campaign and all the other stuff. So yeah, that's basically a rough guide of an overview of the fulfillment process that we're currently bringing in, and how basically 85% of it is automated. But yeah, hope that made sense. So I'm actually just reflecting on the actual journey it's been up until this point. You know, I've been, for those who don't know, like in doing businesses and stuff since like the age of 14. Had a design company, had a few other bits, but really over the past 6 months, things have really taken off, and I've really tried to put my head down and really make it work. You know, I'm working very long days at times, but it's worth it. And you know, it's amazing to see the growth in so many things, but the thing I think I'm most proud of is actually being able to document, because I've grown up businesses before and scaled different things, but they've all had the different ups and downs and different faults and challenges that come with them. But the one constant with this, and regardless of what challenges I'm facing or different ways I'm pivoting, is the personal brand, and actually being able to put out content that's number one valuable, I believe, and that people enjoy. So you know, it's absolutely amazing to see that growth since starting the YouTube at the start of October. And yeah, I just cannot wait to keep continuing making content and putting out there more and more. Yeah, gonna really knuckle down next week, building out a app or dashboard for Tool Call AI. It's going to be integrated for all clients when they onboard, automatically onboard into the app. Going to see all metrics trackings, be notified in real time, integrated with workflows and everything. So it's going to be really seamless and really cool to see. And then looking at some partnerships with existing e-commerce brands. It's super exciting, and I just know that this year is going to be awesome with it, like really awesome. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be a great next week, and yeah, thank you so much for sticking around this long. I really appreciate everyone that has. And yeah, sorry this vlog's been a short one, but yeah, I'll if you like this vlog, then you know, by all means go check out other ones on my page. I've got, I think, about 10 up now or something. So yeah, awesome. But I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.